And I don't mean special as in good. All right? It's going to be terrible for y'all, man. Because you denied the only begotten Son, which the Lord gave authority to. So therefore, when you need him the most, he's going to deny you before his Father. That's somewhere in the book of John. So, this is the thing, man. Like I said before, a couple of minutes back, about maybe 15 minutes ago, a lot of you guys that called yourselves Israelites, you're going to drop that title from your name or from yourself, because it's going to get so real that your faith is going to be shaking apart and you're going to just give up the ghost. You know, due to trauma, man. You may even just give up the truth of knowing that you're Israelites. That's really what I wanted to say. See, us, because we know and we're unscripted, we're not going to be shaken. Our faith is going to remain. So let me pull that out.
So excited to see.
That's in, I think that's in Isaiah 30. It's waterproof anyway.
Okay. Why are you getting onto the app? I set 2 alerts.
Yeah, Proverbs. Not Proverbs, Isaiah. I'll do this instead, because I always get this wrong. Yeah, Jeremiah 30, verse 7. Exactly. So this is our last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So yeah, in that time, which is the hour of martial law, and just when society hits ground zero, we're going to survive all of that. We're not going to be bothered by that. But you guys that don't have the understanding, that want to talk that ill, that bullshit, you're going to have to pay for that. As it is written, in every idle word that man shall speak shall give an account in the day of judgment. And whosoever offended these little ones, it would have been best that a millstone be around your neck. That's what Yahawashi said. Okay? So you don't want to offend the church of Yahawashi, which is the ultimate church, which is above all of the churches that's calling themselves Israelites today, which highly likely is probably great millstone anyway, because we're showing the most diligence. You know, we're out doing the work, whether it's in this weather or whether it's really hot or even when it's just. But we're constantly putting videos out. We're constantly bringing out this gospel. Okay? Then you have these other Israelite camps out there that don't do too much work and lackluster. As it is written, be instant in season and out of season, and continue to reprove and rebuke with all long suffering. So what does the word instant mean? It means to be on the ready. You have to be on the ready, constantly ready and apt to teach. And that's us. That's what we do. You know, can't no other camp say we ain't diligent. We are diligent. Our works do show. All year, 365 days, we're constantly doing the work. Some brothers may have 2 jobs they have to work. Some brothers may have a job that takes a lot of their time, but they still manage to do the Lord's work. Okay? Like this week, I put like 10 videos up in 1 week. I did about 7 videos in 1 day. I don't usually do that, but the Spirit was just on me to do it. And I'm saying that for a reason, that the brothers in Great Millstone are on fire. They're diligent. So if we're diligent, then damn it, we deserve to be the top guys, because we're putting in the most work. We've earned being the top church, and the Heavenly Father is dealing with us anyway. So we're the top church anyway, that a lot of you other camps don't want to accept. Okay? Because it's really out of pride that you don't want to accept that Great Millstone has it all going on. And really, like I said in my videos prior, that the Apostles of Ha is above all of these different churches that came from one West. Point blank in the story. But because of pride, you're going to have these different factions of camps. And within these different factions of camps, you're going to have multiple of different doctrines. Confusion. And that's why these churches outside of the Great Millstone Church are not so on the script. They're not so on the ball when it comes to furthering this gospel. They get the breakdowns wrong. They're not diligent enough. Or they've even taken the 501c3 charter and sold their church out to the state. So that's showing you that the Lord ain't rocking with these dudes, man. Just those things that I've listed, that I've named. You see, with us, we're just a raw church. You rely on the Spirit of the Lord. Because you got to be backed by something. But see, our church is backed by the Spirit of the Lord. As the Apostle Paul put it, that we are the church of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. And there's many different offices within this church. As the Apostle Paul explained of his disciples 2,000 years ago. And we're the same church reincarnated all over again. Okay? Having different offices and different positions. And furthering His gospel, His word. So with that being said, we've done the work, so now the rewards are going to come. And at the very end of this world, the church of Yahawashi will be saved, will be delivered. No matter what conditions they face, they will be saved. It's preordained, and because it's preordained, it's going to happen. Okay? Yep, this is it right here. This is really what I wanted to get, but I got Jeremiah 30 verse 7. But yeah, this is Isaiah 33 verse 6. It says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Like I was saying a couple of minutes ago, how the men that know that they're Israelites, that don't really understand what they're involved in, because they don't have the 100% of the knowledge of the Bible, knowing Yahawashi, which is of the Bible, they're going to falter under pressure when the persecution arises. But the men of the Lord that know the script, that comprehend what it said in the Holy Bible, and that know that they have to honor the Son before they honor the Father, which by default you're honoring the Father anyway, as you honor the Son, and know the precepts, giving the correct interpretations, these men are going to survive. They're going to survive. They're going to overcome the burden of what's forth to come, of Jacob's trouble, because they have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding which will sustain them. And ultimately what they do have, which is their strength, is the fear of the Lord. And that's another thing that a lot of you niggas don't have, that call yourselves Israelites. You don't fear the Lord. So you're just doing whatever you want. You're saying whatever you want, not realizing that every idle word that man shall speak shall give an account in the day of judgment. You don't know this. Okay? So, I think I've said what I had to say on this regard right here. I could go a little bit more longer, but I gotta stop because I gotta get ready for camp. This is more of a before camp walk and talk. You know, it's raining, it's windy here, but I've made an attempt 3 times to do this particular setting of pretty much getting out of my chest what I wanted to get out of my chest in this format, you know. So even if it was raining or not, I'm the kind of person where I gotta complete something, man. If there's something in my mind that I want to complete. If there's a lesson or there's a goal that I got to get out of the way, I want to get it out of the way. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care what kind of weather it is. And it wasn't raining that bad anyway from the start. So, you know, I was more moved to do this particular lesson in the style that I'm doing, because I wanted to do this just so I can finish my goal in doing this particular video in the way that I'm doing it. Like I said, this is my third attempt, and hopefully it went well. Hopefully you were edified, because that's what it's all about. It's all about edification and exaltation, and also rebuking and reproving as well, as it is written, as the Apostle Paul said, the instant in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke with all long suffering. Okay? So yeah, that's it. I'm out. Shalom. Got to get ready for camp.